कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। रवेर मयूखैर अभितापितो भृशं विदह्यमानः पथि तप्तपांसुभिः अवाङ्मुखो जिह्वगतिः फणी मयूरस्य तले निशीरति. A beautiful verse from Karnadasa's work called as Ritu Samharam. He talks about the various seasons that we all witness in a year: summer, winter, autumn, spring, and so on. Varsha Ritu, monsoon. All these seasons together he has compiled in a work called as Ritu Samharam. There he describes the summer season. It seems that due to the radiation, due to the scorching rays of the sun, the earth was extremely heated. On that earth, unable to take the heat, the snake was crawling very fast. Where was the snake going? It was in search of a good shade. And where did it obtain its shade? It obtained its shade from the thick collection of the feathers of a peacock. So the moment it realized that it had landed in a good shade, it took rest. The peacock turned and checked. There must be somebody near me who is taking refuge. Who is it? It saw the snake. And we all know eternally the peacock and the snake are at loggerheads. They always keep fighting. So while they kept fighting, here you had that particular snake taking refuge in the peacock's shadow. While the peacock looked to the snake, it seems the snake told the peacock, see, both of us are eternal enemies. That is how nature has given or created us. But for now, let us not fight. It is scorching heat. It is summer season. For now, let us be friends. After the summer season is over, we can resume our fight. So Kalidasa states how even animals have such an understanding during the summer season to describe the intensity of heat in the summer season. With that summer season on, Dasharatha was waiting for the children to be born. Who were these children? The children who were being housed in the wombs of Kaushalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. 12 months had passed since they had declared that they were pregnant. Sir, 12 months? Not possible. Remember that in our Ayurveda Shastra we state that the sperm which is found in the man could be in the man for 3 months. Then it goes out and then the new set is created. So that sperm stays roughly for an average of 3 months. Then that goes and fertilizes the ovum, and that period is 9 months. So 3 plus 9 is 12. Tatascha dvadashe mase Chaitre Navami ketithau. The queens were pregnant around the same time. So now they had to deliver. Now don't ask me if it was cesarean or normal delivery. It would have been a normal delivery. Here he says, Tatascha dvadashe mase, after 12 months, Chaitre, in the month of Chaitra, Navami ketithau, on the 9th day of the Paksha, it's called Navami ketithau. Navami means the 9th day. Nakshatre Aditi Devatye, to that star, in that constellation where Aditi Devi rules. Which constellation does she rule? That particular star or nakshatra is called as Punarvasu. That nakshatra, who I'm sure many of my Rasikas will be of Punarvasu Nakshatra, a very important nakshatra because Rama will be born in that nakshatra. It is said that people will gain their lost wealth also if they are born in that particular nakshatra. Nakshatre aditi daivatye svocha samstheshu panchasu. So 5 grahas were in the exalted state when Rama was born. Graheshu karkate lagne Vakpata Vindunasaha, Vakpata Vindunasaha. In one of the houses, Vakpati, who's Brahaspati, Indunasaha, was with Chandra. I'm talking about the Kundali, about his Jatakam. Prodyamane Jagannatham Sarvaloka Namaskritam, the one who will be worshipped and will be paid obeisances to by the entire world is being born. Kausalya Janayadramam Divya Lakshana Sanyutam. This child who was born to Kausalya was spreading the aura like anything, and he was adept in all the auspicious attributes. Because I did speak about 5 grahas in the exalted state. What are those 5 grahas? Suryaha, Shanaishcharaha, Brihaspatihi, Angarakaha, Shukraha. So 5 grahas were in the exalted state. It is very rare to come across any Jatakam where 5 grahas are in the exalted state. In case you find Jatakams where 5 grahas are in the exalted state, he said, Panchauche Lokanayakaha. 5 grahas in the exalted state means he will be a world leader. So, in the Karkata Lagna, in Navami Tithi, in Chitra Masa, which is Chaitra, was born Rama. Sarva Lakshana Sanyutam. He had all the Lakshanas that would make him the monarch of that particular kingdom. Tulsidas ji states, Nami Tithi Madhu Maes Punita Sukale Pach Abhijit Hari Prita Madhya Divas Adi Sitna Dhamma Madhya Divas. It was in the afternoon that Rama was born. As such, it is a summer season. Summer season where even the peacock and the snake won't fight. In such a season, Rama was born in the afternoon. It is extremely hot. So in that extremely hot condition, he says, Madhya Divasa. But when he was born, a light wind was blowing and people felt that it was such a panacea to the scorching rays of the sun. Pavana Kala Lokabeshrama Pavana Kala. It was the purification done to the entire earth. Sarvamangala Mangalyam. When Kalidasa states Jagat Prathama Mangalam, he was born in such a way that if people had to list down the auspicious events or positions or people in the world, Rama will rank first. Prathama Mangalam. So Rama was born. Well, like how I have described Tulsidas ji's Ramcharit Manas in Awadhi, when you come to the south of India, one of the earliest transcreations known in the Indian history to Valmiki's Ramayana and Sanskritam has been Kamban's Tamil Ramayanam. He says, Orupagal Ulagela Mudaratul Podindu Arumareikku Unarvu Arumavane Anjanakar Mugil Kolundu Yezhil Kattum Sori Tiruvura Payarndanal Tiram Kol Kosalai. Kausalya gave birth to Rama. So, this particular moment, Kausalya did not imagine that she will have a son later because she had long back delivered Shanta. She thought at this age she wouldn't be able to deliver, but with the divine intervention, she was able to deliver her son. So she was extremely happy. Well, when your child is born, I'm sure most parents, prospect parents will agree. Your son or daughter, when the child is born, you would want to sing nice lullabies to that child. In North, it is called Lori, right? So you sing nice songs to the child. So Kaushalya understood that she was not adept enough to sing nice lullabies to the child. She was not a good singer. So she outsourced from Uttar Pradesh, Ayodhya, from Uttar Pradesh, she outsourced this particular job of singing beautiful lullabies to her son to Tyagaraja Swami, one of the best composers in classical Carnatic music who lived in the south of India, in the state of Tamil Nadu, in a great kshetram called Panchanadi Kshetram. 5 tributaries of Kaveri flow in that region. And this saint, poet, composer lived in that region. He was extremely devoted to Rama. His Rama Bhakti knew no bounds. So this job was outsourced to Tyagaraja. So Tyagaraja sings, Navamohana Gulaina Surasatolo Vivaramuka Padagana Bhagyama Navaratna Mantapamuna Tyagaraja Vinuta Hridi Bhunina Sri Rama Viyalalugaviya Sri Rama Viyalalugaviya. So in the Ragam Neelambari, Tyagaraja puts Rama to sleep. Well, this was what Kaushalya should have done. While this child of Kaushalya was born, we need to understand where the other children were also born. So, on the day of Punarvasu Nakshatram, Rama was born. The next day, on the Nakshatram, when it was Pushya star is very important in Sanatana Dharma. For those of you who are already practitioners of Ayurveda, you will know. There is one small concoction made in Ayurveda which acts like a vaccine, something that protects the child, newborn child. So this is given as drops to the newborn child every month, not throughout, just one day. And Ayurveda Shastram tells that on the day when it is Pushya Nakshatra, when the star is Pushya, you have to give that particular concoction. Why? Because the best of the medicines work even better on the day of Pushya Nakshatra. So Pushya Nakshatra, Bharata was born. Next, on the day of Aslesha is the Nakshatram which is very similar to Adisesha. So it is denoted by the snake. On the day of Aslesha Nakshatram, Lakshmana and Shatrughna were delivered as twins by Sumitra. Now, there is a small question raised by one of the commentators. He says that if Rama was born and next Bharata and later Lakshmana Shatrughna were born, where is the proof? Because it is not clearly said whether Bharata was born in the Pushya Nakshatram of that year or the next year. It is said Pushya Nakshatram he was born. Maybe Kaikeyi could have gotten pregnant 1 year later and she could have delivered a son much later. This is one possibility. Why? Because if Bharata is treated as elder to Lakshmana and Shatrughna, there is one place in Yuddha Kandam where Bharata falls at the feet of Lakshmana. Sir, you only said that younger people should fall at the feet of elderly people. That is why the issue comes. It says, if Bharata is falling at the feet of Lakshmana and Shatrughna, then Lakshmana must have been elder to Bharata. Not necessary, because in Bhagavata Sampradayam, even if the person is much younger to you, but he is greater in knowledge and anushtanam, practice, you can fall at the feet. You don't have to see the age difference. So, Bharata must have valued Lakshmana's kainkaryam and service to Rama, so he must have fallen at the feet of Lakshmana. So, this issue is put to rest where the commentator states it is very clear Rama was born on Punarvasu, next was Bharata in Pushya, and next Lakshmana Shatrughna in Aslesha Nakshatram. But I am calling them by names. I am not telling the son of Kaushalya was born. I am calling him Rama. I am calling him Bharata. But were these names given by Vasishtha? And why did he choose to give those names? Let us see in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.